So, you're creating marketing. You're writing emails. You're posting on social media. You're building landing pages, but something feels off. It's like you're talking into a crowded room, hoping anyone listens. You have a great product. You have a smart team. But the connection just isn't there. What's missing is a clear picture of who you're talking to. You need to know them. You need to understand them. This is where a marketing persona comes in. It's the secret ingredient that turns your monologue into a meaningful conversation with the right person. What is a persona? Let's keep it simple. A marketing persona is a fictional character you create to represent your ideal customer. Think of it as a detailed profile of one specific person who stands in for a group of your best customers. This isn't just a vague idea like moms or small business owners. It's a specific, named individual with a story, with goals, with problems. It gives your marketing a face and a name, making it easier to write for them and serve them well. Creating this character is less about creative writing and more about empathetic investigation. It's about stepping out of your own shoes and into the shoes of the person you want to help. Who are they, really? What does their day look like? What keeps them up at night? What makes them smile? When you can answer these, you stop marketing at people and start creating for them. This shift in perspective is transformative. It changes the tone of your emails, the topics of your blog posts, and the very features you decide to build next. This isn't a nice-to-have you file away. A well-crafted persona guides your entire business strategy. It aligns marketing, your sales department, and your product developers around a shared understanding. Everyone rows in the same direction. Guesswork becomes a focused, customer-centric approach. So let's stop shouting into the void and start a real conversation with the person who matters most. Let's build a persona. You might be thinking, this sounds like a lot of work. Do I really need this? The short answer is a resounding yes. The power lies in fostering radical empathy. We get stuck in our world, features, benefits, jargon, assumptions. A persona reminds us there's a real human with their own life, challenges, and goals. It's easier to write a letter to a friend than a speech for a faceless crowd. A persona is that friend. When you have DIY Dave in mind, would Dave understand this term? Would this headline grab him during his lunch break scroll? Does this solution fix his leaky faucet? Specific questions lead to better, clearer, more effective content. It's the difference between corporate speak and a helpful note that feels written just for them. Marketing resonates. Sales has meaningful conversations. Product builds what people want. A persona creates a common language and shared vision. When someone asks, "Who is this for?" you all say, "We're doing it for Dave." Ultimately, personas drive results. It's not just empathy, it's smart marketing. Understand deeply and you attract the right people, convert them more effectively, and retain them as loyal, happy customers. You waste less time and money on misses. You build stronger relationships that translate into trust, loyalty, and revenue. Personas are a powerful tool for growth. So, what exactly does a persona profile look like? It's more than a name and job title. A great persona is a one-page snapshot, detailed enough to feel real, concise enough to scan. Let's break down the essentials, the building blocks that add depth and humanity. First, the basics. Start with a name and a photo, but avoid celebrities and overly polished stock. You should choose a natural, realistic image. Then add key demographics, like age, gender, location, job title, company size, education. For example, a 45-year-old project manager at a mid-sized tech company in Austin, Texas is tangible. Next, dig into psychology. And this is where the magic happens. For example, what are their goals? What challenges or pain points get in the way? Be sure to cover professional goals, like get a promotion, streamline workflow, and maybe a few personal goals. Consider the challenges or obstacles your product can help solve. Maybe the persona wastes time in meetings or struggles to keep projects on budget. Round it out with a short about, a quote in their own words, preferred channels, and watering holes, sites, podcasts, conferences. Creating a persona doesn't require a mystical seance or a PhD in psychology. It's a process of organized curiosity I call the define then build strategy. You define who you need to know, then build their profile with real data. Here's a simple 5-step blueprint. Ready? Step 1. Define your goal. Who is your ideal customer? Who loves your product, gains the most value, is a joy to work with? Start with one segment. Step 2, gather data. This is from analytics and CRM, short surveys, customer interviews, and your sales and support teams. Step 3, identify patterns and trends. Lay it all out. What titles, needs, frustrations, or goals are repeated? Then we synthesize trends into insights. Step 4, draft the persona. This is where you give the name, photo, demographics, goals, challenges, and a representative quote. It's a clear, simple, useful way to identify with the segment you call DIY Dave. Step 5, share and refine your persona. Circulate it, get feedback from your team, and tweak as needed. Keep it a living document. Pro tip, don't skip the research. It's the foundation that makes your persona strong and reliable. Let's walk the path together. Let's make this real. Imagine you sell high-quality, eco-friendly home paint online. You comb through sales, survey recent buyers, and interview loyal customers. A pattern emerges. Homeowners in their 30s and 40s who enjoy hands-on projects but are short on time. Based on this, you create your first persona. Let's call him DIY Dave. Show persona image. He's 38, lives near Denver, works as a graphic designer, married with 2 young kids. He's active on Pinterest and Instagram for home design inspiration. He's tech savvy, but prefers weekend projects or hiking with family, not screens. He's practical, creative, and environmentally conscious. His goals? A beautiful, personalized, safe home without breaking the bank. He wants to feel proud and enjoy doing it himself. What are his challenges? Too many choices and very limited free time, no room for do-overs.
I love the feeling of accomplishment from a DIY project, but I don't have time for guesswork. I need a safe, great product that looks good the first time.
Let's try another example. Meet Agency Annie, a business-to-business persona example. You provide a project management tool. Managers at small to mid-sized creative agencies love your visual interface and collaboration. After research, interviews, and sales input, you develop Agency Annie. You'd all see agent the go-to for this group. She's 42, head of operations at a 30-person branding agency in Chicago with 15 years experience. She's extremely organized, a great communicator, and feels responsible for her team and profitability. Her days are client calls, team check-ins, budget reviews, and putting out fires. She reads industry blogs, listens to business podcasts, and networks on LinkedIn. Goals? Improve efficiency and profitability, deliver on time and on budget, maintain creative quality, and a healthy culture. Her challenges include poor visibility into timelines and workloads and inefficient communication, particularly email, chat, and spreadsheets. Now let's hear her descriptive personal statement.
My job is to clear roadblocks so my creative team can do what they do best. I need a single source of truth without chasing updates.
Now, you need to avoid 3 common persona pitfalls. Personas are powerful, but easy to misuse. Avoid turning them into cliches that end up forgotten. Pitfall 1. Don't use pure guesswork. Brainstorming in a room without data creates a mirror of your team, not your customer. Always ground personas in analytics, surveys, interviews, and insights from sales and support. Second pitfall. Creating too many at once. Start with 1, but no more than 2 at a time. Otherwise, focus gets diluted. Third, creating and abandoning. A persona must be used daily. So print it, pin it, and start meetings by asking, what would Dave think of this? Personas only have power when actively and consistently used. What really matters, though, is putting your persona to work, getting beyond the document. The value unlocks when a persona shapes strategy and execution across teams. Shared understanding creates a coherent, delightful experience from first touch to last. The marketing team can use the persona to guide topics, tone, and language, solve their challenges, and serve their goals. For Dave, create content like 5 common painting mistakes and how to avoid them. For Annie, create a white paper on how to improve agency profitability. The sales team should open with empathy. Ask opening questions such as, keeping creative projects on track is chaotic. How are you managing workloads today? Now, the product development team should prioritize features that help Dave finish faster with confidence and give Annie at-a-glance visibility. Personas keep teams grounded in real user needs as your product evolves. So, there's your quick start guide. Feeling inspired? Good. The best way to understand a persona is to build one. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. A good enough persona now beats a perfect one months later. Refine over time. Think of this as your immediate action plan. Let's get this done. First, schedule a 30-minute top customer brainstorm with sales or customer service. Listen for patterns. They reveal your starting point. Second, write one sentence defining your focus customer. For example, homeowners who value quality and enjoy DIY but are short on time. Third, find 3 to 5 matching customers. Invite them for a 15-minute call with a small gift card. Ask about goals, challenges, and how they find information. Record the calls if you can. Fourth, identify the top 2 goals, top 2 challenges, and 1 defining quote. Finally, draft the one-pager, give them a name and photo, and share it.